to Vito, and the flying right winger picks up his second try.
Lloyd Williams, that's his first try for the Wallabies. And would you believe it, he scored it as a flanker.
And away goes Lloyd Williams, out of position, the scrum half on the wing. And here's Gareth Davis, he's backed it up and he's scored! What a try for Wales!
And Lloyd Williams, who's thrilled this crowd here at Suncorp many times, for the Broncos, for the state of origin and the Australian Rugby League team on the field.
Well, the interesting change here, obviously Phil wore off, Lottie to carry on. Let's see who lines up where.
The Darnie Craven Stadium in Stellenbosch. Now flatly, George Smith thumped in midfield, but he drives forward. Lottie Williams, that's his first try for the Wallabies. And would you believe it, he scored it as a flanker. As Anthony Herbert did as the flanker against the All Blacks in '92.
Now watch his leg drive. He winds up, goes again. Lotte de Carey just bulldozes through, knows where the try line was. Try time.
Well, who would have thought when they signed him that he would score a try as a flanker?
And Stephen Moore, and there's Radike Samo, who today becomes a winger and the first player in Rugby World Cup history to play as a forward and a back in the same tournament. Taken in the tackle of Adam Burns, and Cooper has it. They decide on the kick again for Radike Samo. He swallows it up, gets rid of one. Can't get her on the outside of Sivlikevich, but have a look at Higginbotham and support to Sharp. Oh, it's wonderful! Cooper! And it's a try for McElman.
With the pass, this time he elected to just chip to the right wing. The big fella's there. Takes a couple down with him. Throws the one-handed pass. And look at that, then Nathan Sharp gets involved, knows there's got to be some support players. Quade Cooper doing what he's done. He started the movement off with the chip kick in the corner.
And it's clean ball for O'Connor. And O'Connor sets off, and here is Radike Samo, gets rid of the first. Finally taken down in a brave effort, but the ball's still live. Hoki Kepu just happy to take the tackle. Pocock plays halfback. Cooper, now Barnes. Barnes steps all over it. And the first try of the game goes to Derek Barnes.
Well, it all started with the big run from the right winger, Radike Samo.
So the All Blacks are going to go to the bench. This is a very interesting change. You won't see it very often. Brad Thorne is going to replace Colin Slade, which will mean Victor Vito will go to the wing. And Thorne, of course, will join the pack. So the Wellingtonian starting in 7 will end effectively as a 14.
Now there's Victor Vito, who is a sevens exponent, or has been in recent years. So you've got plenty of speed and skills to play in this position. They've scored 11 tries today, the All Blacks, looking for one last pop, but oh, what a pass! Wepu gives it off to Vito, and the flying right winger picks up his second try. And when you've finally taken out all the defenders in close, you look for an inside pass. Exactly what Wepu did to Vito.
Well, he had 3 options. He could have had Owen Franks, he could have had Andy Ellis, who was running back in support of his own pass there. Wepu, but he chose the closest one off his shoulder, one he knows very well. And teammate Victor Vito.
5 in total, potentially 6 with Scott Williams, potentially 7 with Amos going off. Liam Williams struggling, he's going to be stretched off.
Lloyd Williams, scrum half to come on.
Is it wing, fullback?
Reece Priestland will have to come on, because quite frankly it's anybody's guess.
Wales have just suffered as well in attack, but just too slow in the run.
There's Jamie Roberts, draws the man, and away goes Lloyd Williams, out of position, the scrum half on the wing, and here's Gareth Davis, he's backed it up and he's scored! What a try for Wales!
Sean,
a team proving
I want to know
that their nation has been waiting for this
He's
from
onside.
the moment the draw was made. What character!
Onside. Number 9 red. Is it
Needs to
onside
be
or
checked.
offside?
Possibly 4 metres behind the man who kicks the ball. That man is Lloyd Williams. What vision, what execution, and then it still needed picking up.
That's what you get, Miles, when you put 2 scrum halves on the pitch.
Yeah.
The player was not offside. You may award the try.
Thank you.
What a try. And brilliant from Williams. Superbly supported by Gareth Davies. Here it is, mismatch. It looks like it was Barrett that went too far ahead, and then the tracking of Davis under the sticks, the pace to get there. Wales firmly back in this game.
There's the captain Brits. He turned up late to the press conference yesterday with a big smile on his face. Happy as to be playing number 8 and captaining his team. As you mentioned the story before, he's come back from retirement. He's actually taken a year off his MBA in Cambridge as well to be here with his team. He's the 3rd choice hooker, but playing number 8, a position he says he plays a little bit for a club in England.
Brits gets it through contact, clears the ball, and bang on half-time, the try goes to Lucanio Am.
You talked about his beautiful hands just minutes ago, Sean Maloney. And Schalk Brits setting up that try there for Lucanio Am. He should have got the ball about 5 phases earlier when play swung out right down. Here it comes there. That ball needed to go through Schalk Brits' hands and they would have scored earlier. As it was, they get into the clean out. There's Brits on one side and he lurks back up on the other. Gonna go himself? No. Beautiful timing.
Schalk Brits gets it to Lou Diaga. Schalk Brits help juice that penalty, and he's at the base now. Goes himself, Schalk Brits. The captain crosses. What a moment for the 38-year-old. 38. The second oldest behind Victor Matfield, the Springboks legend. Why wouldn't you smile? Why wouldn't you crack it ear to ear, Schalk?
Yeah, Big Vic won't thank him for mentioning that, Sean, but a well-executed move yet again from the South African line-out, and this is great reward. This will be a popular try for Schalk Brits. He's had a hand in everything today. He's shown strength and ability there, power, and also an amazing regenerating shoulder, which looked pretty bad 5 minutes ago, and across he goes, well played.